dear students, how are you all? Welcome to your SST class. So before this, we have already finished Geography lesson 4, that is maps and globes. I hope you have understood that chapter, and as I have told you that we will be dealing with history chapter. So today we are going to start lesson number 5, and I have told you that we will be studying about the Vedic age, the Vedas, what type of life was led by the people in Vedic age, their political life, their social life, their religious life, their economic lives, and we'll be studying about the Chalcolithic age and a famous site, that is Inam Gaon. So we'll be studying all those things in this chapter. So if you remember in the history, we have already finished with the Indus Valley civilization. We have learned about two important cities in the Harappan and the Mohenjo-daro, how was the life of the people over there. So we have learned that they had good flourishing relations, international trade was there, sea routes they have started using, and then the people they have started living in the houses, in the huts, and it was rectangular or square in shape. So we have all learned that they have started learning farming also. So crops were also grown and it was also sold in the market, and they have started earning a income, good source of income. So there was a change in the lifestyle of the people, and the two important cities that has been first of all excavated were obviously Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, and that is why it is known as Indus Valley civilization, is also known as Harappan civilization. And then we have learned about Lothal, then we have learned about Dholavira and Goladharo, some important cities in Gujarat, which are major seaports, and then we have learned about the metals that were being used, especially the copper and iron have been used. Okay. So after that we have learned this Indus Valley civilization declined. When did it decline? Near about 1500 BCE. So after that, what came after Indus Valley civilization is nothing but the Vedic age. So what is the period of Vedic age? Let's see. It begins from 1500 BCE and it ends to 600 BCE. So this is the time period of the Vedic age. So we will study the Vedic age under two periods. We will divide it into two, that is early Vedic age and the later Vedic age. So we have divided this period into two, early Vedic age and later Vedic age, and we will be studying that period from 1500 to 1000 BCE is termed as the period of early Vedic age, and this period, that is from 1000 BCE up till 600 BCE, was considered as a period of later Vedic age. Now what is the difference between early Vedic age and what type of life was there, and what is the lifestyle of the people, and what was special in the later Vedic age? So dear children, in the early Vedic age there was a composition of Rig Veda. So we all know that we have how many Vedas? We have 4 Vedas, right? Can you just tell me the names of the 4 Vedas? Yes, it is Rig Veda, which is the oldest Veda, and it was written 3500 years ago. So it is the oldest. Then you have Sam Veda, then you have Yajur Veda. Sam Veda related to music, right? Rig Veda related to your religious activities. The rishis, the sages were there, they were composing the hymns, we will be studying that. Sam Veda related to music. Yajur Veda related to common people, the activities like teachers, doctors, artisans, craftsmen, that they were there. And lastly the Atharva Veda. So these were the 4 Vedas. It was nothing but a combination of the above 3 Vedas. So all the things were mentioned in the Atharva Vedas. So we have in our history the 4 Vedas, in which the Rig Veda is considered to be the oldest one. So in this period, in the early Vedic age, there was a composition of Rig Veda. Rig Veda was written in the early Vedic age, whereas in the later Vedic age, the other three Vedas were written, that is Samved, Yajurved and your Atharva Veda, right? So these were composed in the later Vedic age. So what type of lives were led by the people in the early Vedic age, and what was Rig Veda, and what is the meaning of Ved basically? So let's study the meaning of Ved. Ved means to know or knowledge, right? So Veda is nothing but the knowledge. Knowledge of what? Knowledge of the various gods, religions. So in the Rig Veda, it was written by the rishis, and the rishis, they have composed various hymns. Rig Veda, it consists of how many hymns? More than 1000. It contains 1028 hymns. And now what are hymns? Hymns are nothing but they are songs, religious songs you can say, in praise of God. And what type of gods were worshipped in that time? That is also important. So basically the elements, you know, the 5 elements: earth, water, sky, fire. So these are the elements you might have done in your science also. And the most important god was Indra. He was worshipped. Indra, we all know, god of rain, right? Then Varun, sky, god of sky, and then god of fire, that is Agni Dev. So these three gods as well as goddesses were worshipped in this period, and the worship, the hymns, the songs that were written in praise of these gods is mentioned in the Rig Veda. And our rishis, the sages, they just used to teach the students about these hymns. It was not written, hymns were not written, but they were passed orally from generation to generation in the early Vedic age. Okay? What is there? It is not in the written form, but it is a duty of the rishi or the guru or the teacher that he has the duty of making the students learn the words and memorize its syllables. So they were playing a very important role in teaching the religious and the moral values to the students. So it contains 1028 hymns. So what is the number of hymns? It is more than 1000 hymns. And what is more important is it was divided into 10 mandalas. What are mandalas? Into books. So it is divided into 10 various subparts, or you can say books. So how many mandalas were there? There can be an important question, objective question, that the Rig Veda was divided into 10 mandalas or books. And one more important question, how many hymns were there? It was 1028. Meaning of hymn, songs that are sung in praise of gods. And what type of gods were worshipped? Again important question. Basically Agni Devta, Varun Devta and Indra Devta, that is god of rain, they were worshipped. But along with that, goddesses were also given importance. So they were very superstitious type of people, and they just believed in the power of nature, elements, that is rain, water, fire. All these things were given importance. So this is something about the Vedic age. Okay. Apart from that, we are going to discuss about their social life, what type of animals were reared by them, what type of animals were tamed, then what type of clothes they used to wear, the ornaments, and then we are going to discuss about their political life, who was the head, how they used to live, the food that they used to eat. So all these things we are going to take up. So let's see that. Okay, so I hope you have understood what is the meaning of Veda. What is the meaning of hymns? You have come to know the 4 main Vedas that we have in our Indian history. Okay, so let's move on to their social life now. And you know, Vedic age, it is related to basically the people known as Aryans, right? It is basically related to the people known as Aryans. And now where did the Aryans come from? Aryans came from basically European countries. Then they traveled to Asia and ultimately they reached India. And can you tell me what type of languages were spoken by these people? The language that was spoken by these people is Indo-European language. It is known as Indo-European since they came from the country of Europe, right? And the Rig Veda, in which language it was written, that is also important. So it was written, Rig Veda, the language of Sanskrit, which was very popular during that period, right? And this Sanskrit, it was very different from the Sanskrit that we have today, because it was a blend of many other languages like Persian and Arabic language, and from those only these languages have developed, right? So it was written basically in the Sanskrit language, okay? And they have been basically the lives of Aryans is being discussed in this Vedic age. So what type of life was led by the Aryans? Let's study about their social life now. So as we have discussed in the Indus Valley civilization, and where did they settle when they reached India? It is also important. They settled around rivers. Since now we have been studying that the people, they prefer settling around the water areas where the seas are there, oceans are there, because they can utilize the water for their domestic use, for the irrigation purposes. So these people, they settled around the Indus River, right? And then the next river that was given importance was Saraswati, though now it is dried up, but then in that period these two rivers were given very importance, and after that in the later Vedic period they just moved to the river Ganga. So they were not permanent settlers, they were just nomads, they were keep on moving, and when they moved, then in the later Vedic age they settled around the river Ganga. So they moved from the river around Indus to the river Ganga. They settled around the Gangetic hills, right? So this is something you should know about the history of the Aryans of the Vedic age. Next, coming to the social life now. What type of food? We all know that they have started learning growing. Which are the two major crops that we have done? Let's study about their crops. It is wheat and barley. So now they have learned farming. So their major crops were wheat, barley, and apart from that, rice. So this is something about their social life. And what other foods were given importance here in this age was milk, meat. Since they had animals in their homes, they used to tame animals. Wheat, barley, rice, milk, meat, all these things were given importance along with the fruits. Right? And then what type of animals if we talk of? We have already learned that dog was the first animal that was to be tamed, but here the importance was given to cow. So they even had competitions or you can say festivals related to this cow. आपने सुना होगा bulls के ऊपर लड़ाइयाँ होती हैं, competitions होती हैं कुछ villages में. So it was that the cow was given very importance, and the wars were even fought to capture the cow. And the reputation of the people in this age, it was based on the number of cows the people had. So जिसके पास सबसे ज़्यादा cows होती थी, that person was considered as the richest person. So cow was the main animal here. Apart from cow, bulls were also used in the agriculture for plowing the field, as even today we use it. Apart from that, sheeps were very important. So these animals, they play a very important role in the Vedic age, right? So sheeps again were important, and then goats. And apart from that, if we talk of their dress, both men and women, we have already learned that they have started growing cotton. So what type of clothes were worn by them? Cotton clothes. And to protect from winters, they used to wear even woolen clothes. So wool was also there, as sheeps were there. So they have learned that cotton and woolen clothes. And men and women, they also wore ornaments. So let's talk of their ornaments. It was basically made of gold and silver. So these two ornaments were used by the women. So they just used the jewelry that was made of gold and silver. Animals, these animals were important. Crops, these were the basic crops. And dress, it was made up of cotton and wool. And these people, they settled in the form of tribes. We all know tribes. So they settled in the form of Kabila tribes, and each tribe had a king which they called Rajan. क्या नाम दिया था उन्होंने अपने ट्राइब के किंग को, मुखिया को? That was Rajan. So he was called Rajan over there. And this Rajan, he was only responsible for the various activities of its particular tribe. He used to offer sacrifices. Yajnas were very important. क्या थे इस एज में? Yajnas were there. Since we have done Rig Veda, it is related to the religious activities. So अगर religious activities होंगी तो क्या होंगी? Yajnas. Yajnas क्या होते हैं? हवन, sacrifices. Sacrifices. किस चीज की sacrifices बलि देते थे वो? They used ghee. They used animals also. So all these things were very important. Now let's study about their political life in detail. So this was something about their social life. So now we will see something about the kings and the tribes that I have discussed. So they were just living in the form of tribes which consisted of many villages, and each tribe had a king who was the head, and he was also known as Rajan. They called him Rajan, right? So this is about the political life. So this king is very different from the later Vedic age, because this king, he did not live in big palaces. So he did not have big palaces, and he was elected by the people of these tribes on the basis of his bravery. So bravery was given importance, and this king, he only performed all the sacrifices, all the rituals, all the yajnas on the basis of his tribe, on behalf of his tribe. So it was consisting of two assemblies, you can say. And what were the two assemblies? They were known as Sabha and Samiti. So now what is Sabha and what is Samiti? These were the two assemblies, or you can say group of people were there in Sabha and Samiti. Sabha, it consisted of all the elderly people, including the head as king. So all the elderly people who were very experienced, they were included in this assembly Sabha, whereas Samiti, it consisted of all the common people, or you can say the villagers. So all these common people or the villagers, that is the members of the families of these elderly people, they were known as Samiti. And the common problems that were there, so these were discussed in the Samiti. So they were also present in while discussing the problems. And women, they were basically responsible for the household jobs. So they were not given that much of importance that time, right? So this was something about their political life. And then there was one more, you can say, caste, that is known as Janas. Janas were basically just like the people as we have Shudras. So they were just what? Their job was to help these people, and these people called Janas as their opponents. So they were just for the menial job, they were not given any importance. So we all know that India, in this system of India, we had 4 Varnas earlier. So first one are the Brahmins, then you have the Kshatriyas, or you can say the warriors, right? Then you have the Vaishyas, right? The traders, the craftsmen, the teachers, doctors, the common people, the working people that we can say. Kshatriyas were the warriors, the Brahmins were the priests, the higher top class. Then comes the second class, then third Vaishyas you have, and the last you had the Shudras, the Dalits that we call. This again, it was based on the system of this caste system only. So this is the caste system that has been followed during Vedic period also. So we also had the Janas who were now one, but they were just the Shudras, or the people belonging to the lower caste. So this was something about their social, political and economic life. So we are not going to do much today. Let's stop here. So this was a basic information about the Vedic age. So I hope you have understood this much, and I just want you to read the chapter till here so that the concepts are clear. So read it thoroughly and just go through the main points and mark the objective questions also, and we will be doing the reading part also, and then also we will be underlining and marking the important questions. So that's all for today. Do read the chapter. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay home.